Hey folks, this is Johnny. Welcome to another home studio trainer show. Home? I love it when my voice does things that I can't control. Today we're going to look at a couple of quick tips when you're actually preparing to create stems. We're going to look at shutting off all your automation, all of your effects, and your VST instruments if you choose to do so. All right, so before we get started, if you could, I'd appreciate it if you would like this video, subscribe to my channel, or if you really want to help support the channel, go ahead and click the join button for a couple bucks a month. You can help make this channel possible and get a few little extras along the way. All right, so it's really important when you're actually starting to go out and prepare a song for somebody else to mix. There's a couple of things you might want to take care of first before you do anything. All right, so let's go ahead and go to the classroom. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at this song here. So you can see all of my automation is turned on, even though I really don't have any automation tracks in the song yet. But I wanted to make sure that they were on so I could show you this part. So if you're going to prepare stems for someone else to mix, there's a couple of things that you want to do, even more than just shutting off effects, and I'll get to that in a second. All right, so for the effects, if I go ahead and I open up the tall view, you can see all of our effects right here, everything from the sends to the inserts. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go over here, and you're going to want to take a look at this little button right here, and this is activate all inserts. So if I click on this, boom, you can see that all of the inserts and sends effects are shut off. Everything from your effects channels to your buses to everything. Just like that. You can turn them all back on like that. Beautiful. Now this is assuming you've actually rendered out all of your VST instruments. So in that case, there's a second way that you can actually do all this as well. You can go to the performance part, and you can activate the, the show all devices right there. So now what this is going to do is this option to activate and deactivate all. You can see that they're all shutting off. This will not only deactivate all of your effects, but it'll also deactivate any VST instruments you happen to be using. Now, sometimes you don't want to do that. You want to go ahead and prepare the stems. You want the stem function to actually create audio tracks out of your VST instruments. That's totally understandable. So only use this if you want all of your plugins shut off. That is effects and VST instruments. All right, so that should kind of give you a good head start on before you start preparing your stems. So now let's go to the automation. So if you have automation, you could actually just go ahead and click one at a time and go through them like that. But what you really want to do is you want to highlight the first track, you want to hit shift, and then you want to hit the last track. Boom, they all highlight, and you can turn off all automation across all your tracks in just a couple clicks instead of having to go to each track. All right, so that is for the automation. So now there's one other thing that you might want to take a look at before you export your stems is you want to take a look at your panning positions. Now, one of the things that you can very easily do is you can hit the control button and click this. I'm sorry, this is if you're on a Mac. If you're on a PC, it's control. If you're on a Mac, it is the command button. So if your pan positions are off, you can hit the command button or control and just click the center and they will snap to the middle. Now, if you have my macro toolbar, my HST power toolbar, there is an option to reset the pans and faders. It looks a little different in this one. I have to update mine, but the option is still there on the older toolbar. So you can see all of these are actually still in their positions. If you click on pans and you say center pans, boom, everything resets. There's another video for this. I'll actually put it in either in the description, or I'll put it as one of the end scenes. So you can just click on it and how to get that. It's downloadable from the hst-homestudiotrainer.com site. So those are the best ways to prepare. Some people even level out all of the audio tracks. And if you look here, there's also a fader reset. and you can say all faders up, boom, and there you go. But you might want to be careful with that because you might have recorded some channels hot and then you're going to get a little bit of distortion. I don't usually reset the faders when doing this, but it's probably a good idea if you really want the guy that's going to mix to have everything in everything optimized. So he has the full volume of everything. He can set his own pans, he can set his own volumes, and so on. All right, so I hope that helped you guys as I try to find my outro. There we go. I hope that helped you guys. If you have any questions, please leave your comments in the bottom. And again, as usual, while you're down there, go ahead and like and subscribe. And I really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next video.